Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Located in the outskirts of this city, Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen.
Hang in there.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just...
Yo, it's DaBLackKing. And welcome back, and this is DaBLackKing Plays Resident Evil 2. This is another episode. In the last episode, well, it's been a very long time, because unfortunately, yeah. So, how are you all doing? I, can't play Minecraft until I go through all the baloney hole crap that I had to go through just to get things done. But, hey. If you must know, yes, the world still exists, but, unfortunately, I cannot do it through this device. The reason for that is, I have no idea. So, I might have to do a whole new segment until I can get something going with that game altogether. The Minecraft series, which, as you know, is a never-ending series. So, anyway, you missed something about him saying, the cop saying something about, yeah, I'm sorry, but your party has been canceled. Yeah. I mean, when you walk into this game, you're not knowing that there's going to be a party. You know, was, quote unquote. The reason why I'm recording this is because I got like only 9 videos all together, and I'm not sure how many of them I've had a chance to release. So, which, that and we haven't finished this game yet. To be fair here, I have yet to actually finish this game on my own. I've been kind of far in this game, but, you know, I've only been so far and that was it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have never played this with Leon Infinite Health. I don't know what that does for Claire, but it'll be, we'll have to see about that when the time comes. In the mean doggone time, Claire is a character that you're supposed to normally start out with. I guess. But then again, you're supposed to, you can start it with anybody you want to. As far as I know, disc 1 does not contain only Leon, and then disc 2 only contains Claire, you know, starting out with, because, I mean, you have, like the Leon scenario where, you know, you can meet up with both the characters, but you cannot play both at the same time. That's even, it was the same thing with Resident Evil 1, I still have yet to beat that game myself. So, you know, honestly, I have to say that, yeah, I know I did a little bit of the intro without me saying anything, but I thought I'd just show you where it's at because, let me tell you, taking over files is a bitch. Once you know what the hell you're doing, don't ask me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, besides what I'm doing. So, you're looking in the wrong place, so don't criticize me like, oh my god, man, you listen to this and do that. You're such a fag, and all that crap. I have to admit that there is something you don't know. Oh, it's true, I do have Leon with infinite health, but here's the thing. He might be having infinite health, but if that liquor touches me, that's it. Which I haven't even gone to that part yet. And not to this playthrough. By the way, I actually have a little bit more ammo because I was able to get the guys to kind of back off. And I figured out something which is crazy about running in this game. Yeah. Square and you know, the movement keys are the ones that make you run. But what's odd about it is that it actually just let me use X for a few minutes and then it stopped using it. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Up there is another part of the place that makes you, you can get up there, and yeah, there's a zombie outside. I'm not sure how you're supposed to release him or whatever. It's Brad Vickers from the first game. And he has a key. As to where that goes, I couldn't tell you because I don't remember that. I just know that he does that. I have never been that far in this game. I'll be honest with you. I've been quite far enough in this game that it makes it a bit of a difference to know that I've actually done quite a bit. So this is going to be somewhat semi-blind for me. Just like Resident Evil 1 was kind of semi-blind for me. So I have yet to go back to that game, which I may never do unless it's on, I think it's Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, that's what it was. Because that's where I actually own an official copy. I had a official copy of PlayStation. I still do, but it's broke up. But anyway. I actually have, well, oh, I forgot. Well, anyway, I actually own a good copy of the remake. Oh yeah. This will be the only true remake I will ever make an exception for because I absolutely love the controls on it. A lot better. And that's if I can ever get a good emulator to work, because I own a Nintendo. But I'm not going to bother to do any playthroughs on it unless I can get a good game capture card, which unfortunately costs more than what I can have in my budget. So think about that for a moment. While you judge me and say, well, why don't you just do this and do that? Oh, I'm not rich, and I think it's stupid that people think that, oh, well, you know, in order to get the goodest things in the world, you have to actually have all that. Anyway, I mean, spending out $500, I think it is. No, maybe it's more than that. I can't remember how much it is for a capture card. For a good capture card these days, I think it's like 1,000. Actually, it was. I did see something about 500, but those are not as good as the 1,000. So if I can ever get one for 50 or something like that, I might be able to get somewhere on eBay, you know, whatever. But I'm not gonna promise that or guarantee it. So. I'm not even sure how many bullets we had last time. But I was able to knock off quite a few of them without having to shoot them. And there's lots of them that I had to shoot, so I shot them. So there's that. And I actually picked up some more bullets in the shop, which I will be showing that up in a bonus video. As you would not believe how hard it was for me to get the hell out of there. But once you're in there and you get to the point where the zombies come through that, that shop, that gun shop, you want to get the hell out of there as fast as you can. Doesn't matter if you have infinite health or not. You want to get the hell out of there. And yes, as many times you can get bit in this game, you can still get a game over. So even if you have infinite health, you can only survive for so long. So that's the whole point of the survival game anyway, even if you did have infinite health. Obviously, I guess I have no idea. I'm not the I'm not the expert. I don't make games like these or anything like that. Actually, I've never been in a game. But to be fair, I've never actually made a game in my life. So all I know is what I know, and anyway, I'll mention a little bit, and I'll see you on the other side. Debating on whether or not I ought to make this come out for the rest of this game, for the rest of this month, all the way through, not just Sunday, or it's going into the next month and finishing it off, or waiting until next year to finish this off. I mean, because I could just go ahead and go back to, or get the rest of my games done that I've already got on the channel, and then turn around and do some more, and then until next year hits, and then it'd be like, oh, okay, cool, let's finish this off. But I really don't want to. I'm not trying to find the motivation. No, not because I didn't get paid or get subscribers or anything like that. That includes viewers. So, a certain friend of mine is doing, gonna be doing the Minecraft series. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. I'm ready to spoil it just a little bit, but you don't know who it is, and I'm not gonna tell you. So you're gonna be doing that soon enough, and if that's what you want to watch that kind of stuff until I get back into the game of Minecraft, then I suggest that you do that, and I definitely highly recommend it because a good old buddy of mine, we help out each other a lot. I mean a lot. Anyway, see you momentarily. I think we still got some more enemies. Hang on. Hang on. Push memorandum. 8/23/1998. Jeez, that's a long time ago. I would say before I was born, but that's not true. Anyway. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct rearrangement. The slip with 4-digit lock has been moved from the stairs office on the second floor to the eastern office. On the first floor. Terrible music. Hello, welcome to our boss. Welcome to the Resident Department. Exit. There. Got some gun bullets. Okay, so yeah, we got shotgun shells, which means we'll be getting a shotgun pretty soon. I have no idea where it's at exactly, but we'll find it. No doubt. And yes, I got a green herb behind there. Always take gun bullets. So at this point in the game, we have no other weapon. It's locked. It's locked. It's hard under the keyhole. How odd, all the bodies have seemed to disappear. Oh well. Now, I decided to put my herbs away. And here's something I didn't realize was in here. Well, it's true we could take that, but if you're, look, if you'll get a, I don't know what you get for it, but I know that like I said, I've never actually completed this game, nothing like that, but, if you take one of these, it hurts your score, which is the weirdest thing with both games. I'm not sure about Resident Evil 3, but I know about 1 and 2, and Resident Evil 4, I think it also does the same thing. Hurts your score. Now, Resident Evil 5, you take a first aid spray, it doesn't hurt your score. It's the most dumbest system that they could ever think of. And that's if you even care about your score. Honestly, it's not really stupid. The fact that a score is just a score. Honestly, I really don't care. I'm not really going to get the best score in the world anyway because I'm not that great at this game. And I'm not going to bother to try to speed run this. So, these are there's more first aid sprays in the building here. So, I went ahead and put all my herbs away, my shotgun shells and my mixed herb. There's no point in them even holding on to them unless I absolutely need them. You know, first aid sprays actually heal about the same as a full herb, if not more. Shotgun shells are just shotgun shells. They're for your shotgun. I think there's a super shotgun, but I can't swear to that. I don't know if it's in this game particularly, or if it's in the whatever. Anyway, so let's go back, shall we? I think there's something behind that building, that over there, but I can't remember how you get to it. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back again, and so here's the thing. I should point out to you that once we start getting keys, I mean the keys that we actually need to progress, whatever you want to call it, the ones that are special keys, yeah, that's when things are going to really start opening up, and I mean that's when things are also going to start going down. You know, I mean, you think it's really bad in the beginning, it's going to be like that, but it just gets started, and it's going to get a lot worse. That I can tell you for a fact. It's locked from inside. From the inside, you mean. Okay, so at this point we have no choice but to turn around. So I will meet you back at where we need to be at. And then I guess we'll start another episode later. There's a couple of things I need to point out. When you're going up and downstairs, you always have to push the X button. Actually, there's three things. But anyway. The second thing is, the double doors don't always open on both sides when you're going through. The third thing actually should have been in the second, but, you know, I forgot about it, so, being the second thing. But anyway, I've heard that zombies can't climb up the stairs. I don't know if that's true about this game, but I know it's true about the somewhat. In, Resident Evil 1. I guess it depends on what stairs you're going to or whatever. Either way, I'll see you momentarily. Something else you need to be aware of about the item box. The item box, it doesn't matter where you put your stuff as long as you can remember where to look. Because sometimes, even if you scroll through it, you may not find the item you're looking for, and you might think it disappeared. Sometimes the games have a tendency to make things disappear until you reset the game, or until you start all over. Not if you have a good enough game that works properly, without all the glitches, of course. So, now, as you can see, I put my green herb, the last one up there, right there. I just picked up recently. In the same area that I picked up 2 other herbs. So, but like right now, if you wanted to go look for your shotgun or your shotgun ammo, it's gonna be there. It just depends on whether or not you're playing a game, or whether a game has glitches. Sometimes that can more often than not happen with a disc that is scratched up. You can also make it look like it appears that it's not there, but you just have to scroll to it till you find it. I would say in that regard, make sure you have your items set the way you want them. And whatever you do, if you care about your score, which I do not give a rat's fart knocker, but the reason why I'm not taking a first aid spray is I don't really need it, to be honest. I'm a bit of a professional in that regard. I never really needed it the first thing, doggone time. I think I actually took it once or whatever when I played through. That was it. That was not all the way through, mind you, to the point that I beat the game or whatever. No, but just enough to just kind of, you know. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to place your items in certain areas of the box, which you do not have infinite space, but it's almost like infinite space, which is what they need in games anyway. Why? Because, well, especially if they introduce a bunch of doggone items and you have nowhere else to put them, and your inventory gets full. Well, that and you need a bigger inventory. And yeah, look at that, it starts all over again. Well, sure, I could do this all day, but I don't want to do that. I ain't got all day. But anyway, there you go. And just so you know as well, it's whatever your confirmation button is for your stairs, opening your box, etc. Unfortunately, though, it's not like most games where you get to talk to people, though. That's not how Resident Evil works. You just, if they talk, they talk. If they don't, they don't. And I don't give a rat's patootie about Resident Evil 2 Remake. Looks great and all, but I have no desire to play it whatsoever. Look at that. And by the way, if we play our cards right, which it doesn't really matter if you find these or not, but file stuff, it only matters if you care about what's going on and everything else, you know, especially diaries and stuff like that, you know. They're just extra stuff put into the game. They don't give you no extra score or anything else. It just, so you know what's going on. You know, that's the reason why they have these books. Anyway. Alright, let's get through this door, shall we? See this thing right here? It's very important. We need a cable for it, though. It's actually optional, though. An open and close switch for the shutter. It can't be activated since the cord is cut. So yeah, we need a cord for that. But we really don't need it because it doesn't really, from what I've seen, I'm trying to spoil myself too much on it, but I know that you don't really need it to complete the game. Maybe you want to 100% it. All it does is just put down the blinds, and I think it stops something from happening. I forget what it stops altogether, but It's not a full 100% foolproof plan, but at least it somewhat stops some things. Kind of slows it down, basically. So let's go ahead for this, shall we? No, not that way. Okay. Good. He's supposed to have a key on him or something. Anyway. You could take down this liquor if you want to. But at some point, it's not ready. You know, you don't have to do it right now. It's best recommended to wait till a certain point when you got more ammo to take him on. Or a better weapon. So... It's locked. It's the keyhole. Now, see, those things can be deadly, so we're gonna run this way. And that's where we should leave it. Later.